Hey everyone from sunny Southern California. I'm actually home right now. I gotta go run some errands right now, so that's where I'm on my way to run some errands. But I figured I'd take you all along with me because I have a big announcement today. I actually am going to announce where my next trip is. I'll be leaving in about 2.5 weeks, so it's right around the corner. It is an international trip, so it definitely takes some preparing. It's kind of why I'm getting some errands done right now. But anyway, yeah, I'll be making a couple of stops, so I'll be kind of updating you along the way. I'm actually sporting my new brand t-shirt for my channel. You'll probably see it later on when I'm actually walking around and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. This is a really big announcement for me because I've been planning this trip. Oh, I've been wanting to plan this trip for about 3 or 4 years now. So yeah, stay tuned. Big announcement today. I'm excited. All right, so I just left the bank. I have Navy Federal Credit Union. They are fantastic. I've had them honestly for like 17 years, I think, since I was 18 years old. Went to the US Navy. My first duty station was the USS Kitty Hawk, the aircraft carrier stationed in Yokosuka, Japan. So I've had them since I was out in Japan. They've been great. I've had a couple of like auto loans with them. I really can't say enough good things about them. Every country I've been to, my cards worked out there, so I'm really happy with them. So anyway, now that I'm getting into my car, I have one more destination to go in this shopping center. I can start working on my big reveal, what it's gonna be. Basically, I will be going to Thailand. Thailand is my next destination. I'll be leaving in 2.5 weeks. It's a 20-hour flight out there, which is actually pretty low. I found a lot of other ones that was a lot longer, so 20 hours is actually a pretty short flight from what I can find. As of right now, there's only 2 ways to get into Thailand. They're kind of getting hit with a third wave right now, and it's pretty tough, so they're pretty strict about entering the country or the kingdom right now. So there's only 2 ways to get in. I'll explain those right after my next stop. All right, just left Best Buy. I had to get a memory card for this trip. Basically, I'm gonna be taking a lot of footage. I'm gonna be shooting a lot of film out there. So I wanted to get something for my other camera. So right now I'm using a DJI. It's what I'm filming with right now. I love this thing. It's the DJI Pocket. Shoots in 4K. It's been really, really good for me. Pretty much all my YouTube videos have been filmed on that mostly, unless I'm in the pool or something, then it's been another one. But yeah, this is my main camera. This is my go-to. But there is going to be like an actual Canon DSLR that I'm going to take with me. So I had to go get a memory card for that one. So yeah, I'll be going to Thailand. I am stoked. I am excited. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It just never happened. And then in 2020, everyone knows what happened, and it didn't work out. And then this year, I was waiting and waiting to see when they were going to open it up again. I am double jabbed, if you know what I mean, for the situation. I got both jabs, so I've been waiting for that to happen, and it just hasn't happened yet. To be fair, they are going through a pretty rough outbreak right now out there, so I know it's tough for them. So anyway, there's 2 ways to get into Thailand right now. One of them is through what's called ASQ, or basically quarantining yourself in a hotel room. It's supposed to be for 14 days, but realistically it's 15 because they don't count the first day until after you get your negative test results back for the beer situation. I'll leave it at that. So basically it's 15 days isolated in a hotel room. Because of the restrictions that they have right now, you can't even leave you can't even step out to your balcony or anything. I'm talking about you are locked in your room. You get 3 meals brought to you, and you can't leave your room, really. Like that's what I mean. You get a menu sent to you. 3 meals are brought to your door, to your hotel door. They knock on the door, and then they literally kind of run away, and you can't open it until they're safely like a few feet away. Like your trash, you have to put it like in like a biohazard kind of waste like bag, and then they come and pick it up from your doorstep and all that. So when I mean you're literally in your hotel room and you can't go anywhere, I really mean it. I'm not over exaggerating. So that's one option, ASQ. There's another option called the Phuket Sandbox. If you know what Phuket is, it's big. It's in Thailand. It's an island, and they have a program called the Phuket Sandbox. So to enter that, you have to be double jabbed for the beer situation, if you know what I mean. You have to get CV-19 insurance. I'll leave it at that. You have to purchase insurance for that. And then you also have to prepay for 3 tests in advance before you even get there. You have to contact your embassy and you have to apply for a certificate of entry. Basically where you're going, where you're planning on staying. You have to send them your certificate for the jab. They actually asked me for bank statements, so they want to make sure you have enough money to support your trip out there. You have to have a flight booked out there. And then if you're gonna go on a visa on arrival, which means like you're not really applying for a visa ahead of time, they'll give you a 45-day stay out there, but you also have to have a return flight booked. So I'll get into more of that later on. What else? So basically, and then you have to choose an SHA plus approved hotel, which means that the government approved it. They're saying like safety wise, health wise, sanitation wise, they're safe enough for you to book it right now. So there's a lot. Honestly, there's a lot of hoops that you have to jump through to make this happen. But those are the only 2 options to get out there right now. And if you go the Phuket sandbox route, you get your first test when you land at the airport. Then you get transportation to your hotel, you check in, and then you have to stay in your hotel room until that test that you took at the airport comes back negative. Then you can explore around the island. So out of those 2 options, you know, I had to really kind of think about which one is best for me. And yeah, to me it was a no-brainer. But anyway, pretty much errand-wise, that's pretty much done. I'm about to go get probably lunch and a beer somewhere. So I'll tell you which route I went and why right after I have lunch. Alright, so I just had lunch at BJ's Restaurant and Brewery in Corona. It was amazing. I actually like to come here when I come to the bank to do whatever I have to do. They have a pretty good happy hour. They brew their own beer there, so it's actually pretty good. So yeah, I had a great lunch, so I'll finish the rest of my video here. I'm in my car, but you know, while I have everything on my mind, I'd rather get it to you guys right now. So out of the 2 options, I chose the Phuket Sandbox for a few different reasons. Number one is it was actually about $450 cheaper than ASQ. So it's like, okay, I can be stuck in a hotel room with really nothing to do other than Netflix and have my meals delivered to me, and my trash is being taken out like you know, like I'm infected with something, I don't know. I chose the Phuket Sandbox. It was cheaper. The hotel I got, it's a beautiful resort in Rawai. It includes breakfast in it, and there's like scuba diving, there's snorkeling, there's so much to do on the island. There is a lot of restrictions. I'll be the first one to say it. There's a lot of restrictions in Phuket as well. I believe there's like a 9 p.m. curfew. Alcohol is not being served right now if you're not in a SHA plus approved resort or hotel. Bars, nightclubs, like a lot of stuff like that's closed out there. But unlike a lot of other places in Thailand, at least restaurants are open right now, so that's cool. Pools inside of resorts are open right now, so you know, like I said, the beaches are open, and I heard because of not a lot of tourism, the beaches are looking really, really great right now. So I'm trying to look on the positive side of things and go and explore Thailand, which is one of the things I really want to do, is explore the natural part of Thailand, the Thai culture, and what Thailand really has to offer, you know. So I'm trying to look at it as a positive thing. So ultimately, that was my best thing I could do, is go that route. Cost wise, bringing content to my YouTube channel, you know, exploring Thailand, showing you how beautiful Thailand can be. So that's really why I went that route. I did get an agency to do all that for me. The certificate of entry, the hotel, the beer situation insurance, the beer situation test, the 3 of them that I have to get. All that. Transportation from the airport to my resort. I got an agency to do that, and honestly, the price wasn't bad. I tried to build up my own package, and with the agency, it was literally less than about $30-$40 more to have them do all of it for me. I'm not afraid to do it on my own, but I was afraid that, where I have to get the test done. I have to get 3 tests while I'm out there. I was afraid that what if I booked one that was way across the island from my hotel? Now I have to find transportation to and from and all that, So when it comes to that, and then also I actually looked at the website for the certificate entry. It is kind of confusing. So for them to do all that for me for less than $50, it was like $30-$40, something like that. It's 100% worth it. They've been on point. When they got my payment, they emailed me back saying, we've received your payment, we're on it, don't worry about it. So they've been on point so far. I am waiting on the certificate entry to come back. They submitted it to the embassy in Los Angeles, the Thai embassy. So I've heard that they're taking a while, so I'm just waiting on that. That's the last little thing I'm waiting on, and then it's 100% official after that. But I submitted everything, so there's no reason for them to say no. So I know the question that everyone's going to ask is, why Thailand? I got to go to Thailand when I was in the U.S. Navy many years ago, but I only got to go for 4 days. And out of those 4 days, I had to work one of those days. It's called a duty day. I had to stay on the aircraft carrier, and I couldn't leave. So realistically, I only got 3 days. Here's what I remember about Thailand. The Thai people. So friendly and so welcoming and so kind. So I really want to go over there and spend more time over there. The cost of living, or how cheap it was. I remember we stayed at like a 4-star resort, and we went out, like, for dinner. We went to a buffet, and it was so cheap. I remember how inexpensive it was. Not the food. The food is great. I mean, cheap, like, cost-wise. And then the resort had like a pool, beautiful resort pool with a volleyball court and everything in there. And they had a swim-up bar. And I remember going up and ordering shots for like the entire group that we were in. There's quite a few of us. And I remember, like, I got the first round, and I was pleasantly surprised on how cheap it was. It was really, really cheap. So the cost, the cost of living over there is a lot cheaper. And then honestly, they really need us right now. They really need us right now. I just feel like it's a little bit different over there. When the Western world goes through lockdowns, there's certain help from the government, and I won't get into that too much, but they're in a bit of a lockdown. Maybe not Phuket itself entirely, but other big cities, Bangkok, Pattaya, they're going through lockdowns right now, and they really, really need the help. So I would love to go over there and at least boost the economy in whatever way I can. So that's why I chose Thailand. Why now? Well, on a personal level, I just actually graduated like an IT program. So I'm actually studying for the certification exams, and I have to take those within the next couple of months. So I'm not really locked into a career yet. So now's the time. And also, if not now, when? Since like 2019, anytime I had a new employer, I was kind of telling them, like, hey, yeah, just so you know, like, I have a savings account. I'm already saving up for a big trip to Thailand. So if you hire me, I just want you to know that I want to take a couple of weeks and go over there. So since like 2019, I was already planning on something like this. And unfortunately, with everything that happened with the last year and a half or so, it just never happened. So if not now, when? I'm going to lock myself into a job, and then when am I going to get to go again? So now's the time. I know that there's a big lockdown kind of going on over there, but I'm still excited to explore Thailand and explore the culture and really have a blast over there and bring so much content for you. So I hope you all understand why now and why I'm going there. I'm so excited. I am so excited to be going. It's a once in a lifetime type of thing. But yeah, I'm excited. Anyway, I know this was a long video, but I wanted to kind of show, you know, why I'm doing this, and kind of, you know, you guys could go along with me on running my errands or whatnot. So the next video I upload is going to be what exactly you need to get into Thailand right now. So really, please help me. Like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Let me know that you want to see this next video. Comment below which option you would take. Would you take the quarantine, the ASQ in a hotel room, or would you take the Phuket sandbox? Or if any of you are out there right now, let me know. Let me know what to expect. But yeah, comment below what you think. Please let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for sure.